I don't care if he's got better things to do. He'd better do his job.
Hey, what's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Transformers Studio Series 86 Leader Class Springer. So here we are, and there he is, and first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. Right up front, we got Springer looking all springy. 3-in-1 Autobot Springer Transformers. On this side of the box, we have... Oh, Lord, it happened again. On this side of the box, we have Springer. I thought you had better things to do tonight. Here we have Springer. He is a leader, class leader, class A leader. Up top, the Transformers, the movie. On the bottom, words, things, barcodes. On the back of the box, you have your obligatory product shots. And you have your little brief write-up if you want to read it in multiple languages. Hooray for languages. And that's basically it for the packaging. Then, moving right along, here we have a Studio Series 86 Leader Class Springer, and this is a recolor remold of the Siege Springer, and this is made to be a little bit more accurate to how he looked in the 1986 The Transformers, the movie. And, yeah, overall, I think it's a pretty nice figure here, but let's get in close here so we can take a look now at those Springer abs at that noggin. Whoop, there's a Springer noggin. It's so springy. But you can say a pretty nice head sculpt there. You got that blue for the eyes. Some nice coloration going on there. I think it looks quite good. Autobot symbol front and center right there on the chest. You got the offset shoulder pads now. And there are some new components here on this version of the mold, and you'll see that when we do the side-by-side comparison. They'll just give you the look around here, just so you can see what's going on. Got a little bit of black there on the toesies. On the back. Got the Springer booty. Got a new backpack going on here. Oh, no. I think it looks pretty good. Now, articulation-wise, what have we got? Well, I'm gonna tell you, due to the shape of his head and the helmet, I think it's on the ball joint, but there's no real wiggly-waggly. Can look up very slightly, can look down very slightly, head can rotate, can do a full 360, arms can do a full 360 here, can move in and out. You can bring the shoulder pads up, have them sitting like that if you want to, totally up to you. You do have bicep rotation, well, it's right above the elbow, kind of bicep rotation. You have over 90 degrees of bend at the elbow. You do have wrist rotation, which is quite snug on my copy, but you have wrist rotation. The hands can open and close. You have waist rotation. Well, this hinge back here gets in the way, so you only get about that much turning out of it. Well, that's pretty much as you need. Legs can go forward that far, can go back that far, outward. He can do the full splits. You got thigh rotation. You have over 90 degrees of bend there at the knee. As far as the feet, they can move up a lot. They can move down a little, and you have all kinds of ankle tiltage. Now, as far as accessories go, we get these blasters right here, and these are the same blasters that came with the Siege Springer that can combine to form a rifle. So you got that going on. You also get this blaster right here, which is more like his normal blaster. This looks quite nice. It's a good-looking blaster there. He does have his sword, which doubles as the blades for the helicopter mode. It's all nice and green. We got another sword, which I think is just supposed to be like another version of this sword. But you get that going on. Some nice silver there on the blade. You get the I've got better things to do tonight than die missile. Which is honestly, it's too big. I don't think it's supposed to be. It's too big. But anyway, you got that little thing right there, and you also get a hammer, which has a little spot there for a wrecker symbol. Did he have this in the movie? I don't think so. I feel like this was just a, hey, it's something we could throw in the box deal. It looks like it should glow in the dark too, but I've tried it and it doesn't, unless I didn't charge it properly or something, but it looks like it should glow in the dark. But yeah, get a hammer. Now, as far as storage goes, you can't store everything on him, but you can store some things on him at once. Like you can store the sword back here. You can take the hammer, tab that in there. You can take, you got better things to do tonight than die missile. You can store that there, so you can kind of have all that on his back. You can do that if you want, or you can have this gun. Plug there, that gun, or, you can't store everything on him, but you can store, most things on him. Store this sword maybe, if you want, because 2 swords, why not 2 swords? These, you can plug into his forearms. That's a place they can go. You can give him that to hold. This he cannot hold at all. It's just a kind of thing, tuck it under his arm like a football, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I guess you can't have him kind of holding everything. It's not the most elegant, but I guess that is a way to have him holding everything. Things you can do if you want to do it. Me, personally, I just prefer a good old-fashioned gun and sword holding pose. As always, your toy display however you wish. But yes, the blaster is Blush compatible. Yes, it is Blush compatible. And we can take this, plug it in, and do a big old Springer. Blush. It's a Spring and Blush. Oh, man, I thought you had better things to do tonight. And one new little gimmick we have in this figure is we can rotate his form all the way around. We can turn his hand in. And we open this up, and we have the little forearm blaster that he had in the movie. Hey, why not? He can pew pew bang bang, pew pew bang bang with that. It's only in his right forearm. The left forearm does not have it, but hey, still, thing you can do. If you want to do it, why not? Dare I say, why not? So there you have that, and now for comparison. Here he is with G1 Springer, because he's precious. Oh, so precious. And here we have a nice group shot with some of the 86 crew, so you can see how that works out. They look quite nice together. And of course, here he is with Siege Springer, so you can see how that works out. You can see what they changed, what they kept the same. They did do a good bit of remolding here to this figure, I will say. As far as like a rundown, I mean, the head sculpts look very similar, but it is a different head sculpt. Different chests, different shoulder pads. This one can now splay out. You even have some different stuff going on up in here that this does not have. The bicep section is different. These wheels are different. The forearms are the same, different hands, different little belly parts here. The hip sections are different. The thighs are different. On the Voyager class, they're hollowed out. On these, they are not, and they're just different molds entirely. The legs, the bottom part of the legs are the exact same mold. Going back here, we do have a totally different backpack going on. So that's what I can spot right at first glance here, but they did do a good bit of remolding to differentiate the two, and also some new little engineering bits here. But yeah, there you have the two versions of the mold side by side, so there you go. So that is basically it for the robot mode, so let's get down to transformation, shall we? Let's! So first we'll start with the arms. You want to straighten out the shoulder pad here, then you want to flip this section out, then you're going to rock all of this back, and there's going to be a tab slot connection that happens right up in here. Do that, give it a push, it will snap into place. There you go. And then you just straighten out the arm, and you have this post that will go into the hand, like that. And then you can untab the arm and just bring that down to his side. Second verse, just like the first, bring that up. Out, rock it back, tab it into place, snap it in, there we go, bring that down, just lined up, pop that into place, undo that, and bring the arm down. Now you're going to take the head and just bring that forward, untab the whole chest piece, and bring that out. These sections here will just flip in. You then want to open this up, rotate the head 180, flip the head in, and then close this all up. then bring this up, and that'll just snap itself in right there. Once that is done, you're going to take this entire assembly, it's on double hinge, just take it and rock it back and down till it snaps itself into place like so, and you got all that sitting flush. So now for the legular region, you just want to take the foot and bring it in so you can open this up, flip out this little fin here, so you can close that back up, bring that foot back in, and then flip it up. Second verse, guess what, just like the first, so flip that in, open that up, flip that out, close that up, bring that back in, and flip it up. So at this point, you just kind of want to bring the legs down because you need the clearance for this. So now you're going to rotate the legs at this hinge in here, rotate them all the way around, and this piece will sit right up top. You can see there's a little notch kind of cut out for it. So just get that lined up and sit that right in there, and then you can take the two legs and just tab them all together, and you'll see that sits just like that. And we're pretty much at the home stretch here. You just take the roof section, just bring that back and down, it'll tab itself in, then you bring the arms, bring them all the way forward, tab slot connection right there, it'll also snap into place right up in here. Just line it up, a little push, straighten it out, line it up, give it a little push, snap itself in, make sure everything is nice and squozen, and there you go. There you have Springer in his alt mode. Not a bad spin for the Springer, but there he is in his car mode. And a nice looking car mode here. I can work with it, but let's get in close here so we can take a look at the details. A lot of it we've already seen, but worth noting again. You got a nice transparent blue there for the cockpit. Of course, the Autobot symbol front and center. You can see we got the new roof piece going on there. Got the green hubcaps. Got the rear wheels, the little fins. I do wish these kind of like these little knee pieces kind of flipped in. Just to clean that back up a little bit, but oh no, not too shabby. There's the top. There is the bottom. He technically has visible head syndrome. It's the top of his head anyway. I hope that counts. Visible hand syndrome as well. I mean, it's not too apparent from the side, but from underneath, yeah, it's his hands. But he does roll, as rolling things should. Hooray for rolling. And for comparison, here he is with G1 Springer, because precious. You know it's precious. And again, here he is with Siege Springer, so you can see how that works out. And again, you can see what they changed, what they kept the same. I'll give you the turnaround there so you can see who's who, where's what, when's why, and why's how. You can see what's going on there. So there you have the two side by side. There you go. Now for storage, you can store, you know, things. You can store some of it, not all of it, but you know, you can store it up here. These blasters, I guess you can store there. You can plug them into the back. Maybe that will look a little bit more elegant for you. I don't know. It's a place to put things if you want to put things somewhere. This gun, I mean, you could plug this up top if you wanted to, but if not, I guess you could plug it on the side there, plug another sword on the side, or plug this, you know. It just has a giant warhead. I don't know. These, yeah, you could just rest on top of there. There's your storage. Hooray for storage. So that is basically it for the car mode. So let's get down to transformation again, shall we? Let's go. So to get into helicopter mode, first thing you want to do is you want to take these sections here and you want to flatten them out. And these hinges are very tight, at least on mine. So snap those out like so. Then you're going to take these sections here and pull them out. And pull that out. Release. There we go. So what you want to do is you want to unpeg this section from his hand so you can bring his forearm down. Then you want to open this section up. You're going to slide it out and then rotate it. Then you can bring that back up and peg that back in. So it's looking like that. And second verse, guess what? Just like the first, you know how it works. So bring that up, bring that down, swing that out, pull it out, rotate, and go that back into place. Pick that back in, and there you go. Now undo this roof section here. Just kind of angle all this down so you have clearance to split this. You want to open these sections up and bring them out. Open these sections up here and bring them out. You're going to rotate the thigh 180, and then you're going to bring the hips in. Just kind of unthoop them, then bring them in, unthoop, and bring that in. You're then going to take the foot and swing it in like so, and then you can take all this and rotate it up. Take this section here and swing that out. Just kind of bring that out like that for now. And there you have that side. And again, second verse is just like the first. So take that foot, swing it in, rotate this up, take the section, swing that out, and now you can take both halves. Gotta make sure you get everything straight here. And make sure that the feet go underneath this hinge here. Get that all situated. Tab it all together, tab it all together. Tab that fin together. Make sure this is sitting where it's supposed to. That's how that should be looking right there. And there you have that section all done. And then you can just take this and bring it back down and tab it in. So what you want to do here is you want to collapse this section back at this hinge right here. Stack, collapse it all the way back, and there's a tab that will go into this slot right here. So get everything lined up and just push that in so it's looking like that. You see there's even a little notch there cut out for that hinge. So again, just collapse that back, line it up, and that should just tab itself right in like so. And you got it looking like that. And lastly but not leastly, we bring in the sword. Split it down the middle, and take these sections here, bring one to the right, bring one to the left, and then that'll just peg right up top, and there you have Springer in his helicopter mode. Not too bad with the spin there. That can spin a little bit better. But there he is in his helicopter mode, and it's Springer's helicopter mode, which just looks like his card mode with a longer tail, some little wings, and helicopter blades. It's Springer, but there you go. Not too shabby, as you can see. The blades spin nice and freely. But yeah, not too much different going on here. Got the little wings. The sides there, again, you just have a little longer rear end. That's pretty much it. Same thing on the underside. But yeah, again, it slides and does still roll. It rolls as flying things should. Hooray for rolling flying things. And for comparison, here he is with G1 Springer. Precious, precious, precious. And here he is with the Siege Springer. So you can see how they work out in their helicopter modes. Okay, you can't see what's going on there. What they changed, what they kept the same. Give it a turn around here. Now you can see those two together. Woo! Woo! There we go. Now as far as storage, I'm not going through all that again. You can plug this stuff wherever you want. See if I care. Bonk. So there you have Springer, and yeah, it's a good Springer as far as I'm concerned. I do quite like it. I think the robot mode looks really good. The alt modes look as good as Springer's alt modes can look. So overall, I'm pleased with him. Now the $1 million question is this. If you already have the Siege Springer, is this figure worth buying, and worth buying at the leader class price point? I don't know. Now, me personally, if you told me I can only keep one of them, I honestly would keep this version because this one is just more aesthetically pleasing to my eye. I just like the way this one looks better. So for me, the 86 version wins, and for me, that makes it worth it. But it's really as simple as this. If you are perfectly content with the Siege Springer and you feel this isn't enough of an upgrade to warrant purchasing it, then there you go. Congratulations, you saved some money. But if you weren't feeling the Siege Springer and you think this one will scratch that Springer itch a bit better for you, then hey, maybe it's worth looking into. As usual, it boils down to, your taste, your preferences, your budget, and what you feel will work best for your collection. So, there you go. Now, I picked mines up from Robot Kingdom. I'll put a link to their site in the description down below so you can check that out. You can also check out the Studio Series playlist for any reviews you may have missed. Also linked in the description down below so you can check that out as well. And I think that's it. So don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Love, Peace, Paranormal, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below, and I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So there is the Transformers Studio Series 86 Leader Class Springer, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, palm in your face. Springer, I need you and RC to transform Autobot City. Yeah, I got better things to do. We're being attacked by Decepticons. What could you possibly have to do that's better than surviving? Well, I have a poker game tonight with Cup. What, poker? Poker? Do you have any idea how much he brags when he wins? You never hear the end of it. I can't let that happen. It's okay, I know you got this. I can't deal with any of this.